What are you doing against this team? Like, what are you doing? So, yes, I traded Townsend. And, I don't know if it's going to show it, but I also traded Carmelo. He was disgruntled, which is classic Carmelo. Honestly, I don't even want him to win a shit with us. I know I just did the same thing I did last year, but I really think we're deep enough. And I know I said this before, but Carmelo's on the Suns now. We have the Suns' first pick this season. Alright, so we did make the finals. Everyone stayed healthy, so thank God it hasn't came back to bite us. I had to play Game 7 in that series, and I only won by 2 points anyway. Shaq was on the Kings, like a prime Shaq, and he just scored and blocked everything inside. So, thankfully I was able to get past that. That was all auto, and we'll see. We'll send the first 3 games at least and see how this goes. So I accidentally simulated a clinching game. Unfortunate, but I did win the championship. I like to be in there when I win, so I can see it happen, see the players react. But we won. I really wanted to see Jordan win, like in person, but God bless it. All right, so I lost Michael Jordan. He wanted $20 million for 1 year, all of a sudden. But LeBron James, 97 overall, only wanted $5 million. So it's like a new star every year, like just wants to win a championship. Didn't even have $5 million to spend. Ended up releasing Tayshaun to try and get cap room. Didn't work. I didn't know how it worked. So I'm definitely not as deep this year. This is something I've been thinking about doing. If I hit Creighton in a draft class, I get to see like basically what the rookies are going to be. But I could also like put in a King Kirsch. And at this point in the career, I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's going to be tough because I know what all the other players are, but I'm really obviously going to try and get King Kirsch. And if I don't, because I'm probably going to need the first pick, because he's going to be, just 99, we'll just see how he does in the league. But I'll show you when I'm done. I'm sure I'm going to fuck this up, but this took forever. I'm not even going to say anything you guys can see. Edited all of this stuff. All this stuff. So, let me make sure I don't lose this. Okay, so this is the team. Beal is back as my starter. Point guard. Kobe Beans, 27. Now it's crazy. He's the shooting guard. Warwick, no W, is 26. He's the small forward. Underwood's 28. He's the power forward. Moncrief, up to an 84 already. Great decision there to get him. He's the center. Peter Powell, man, that trade, I know it did look great for a second, but it's working out. He's only 24. He's going to be in the starting lineup soon if I don't re-sign Beal. Deontay Graves, again, in that same draft class, looking good at 22. Just drafted Harvey and Hayes. These are my 2 picks. They're both okay. And then just some random guys fill out the roster. But we'll see. I still think we could win a chip this year with the squad. Might have an acquisition or might have to send some people away just because I got to get King next season. Okay, folks. I made the King. I feel like I just don't need Brad. Even when I play with Brad, I don't love playing with him. I'm probably going to move Peter Powell into the point guard spot. He's 23 and he's already an 87. This clears cap space for free agency next year in case I get an older good guy. I know trading away with like a top 3 player is not the greatest thing to do in a championship run, but I truly think we'll still be fine because we have the rookies we drafted that were good. That can end up being the 6th man when Peter's the starter. And this could really represent King coming to the squad next season, which would be game over. With cap space, I'm doing it. I'm sorry. I've had Brad Beal for so long. He's 27. I want to trade him before he starts declining. It's been a good ride. And we get Gorgie. I mean, that's the big part. Okay, for some reason they wouldn't accept Brad Beal. I thought they would have offered it, but we're going to end up trading Donald Underwood. Warwick is going to stay at small forward, I think. Pete Powell's actually a power forward or a small forward. I think he might be a small forward. So Pete Powell's a small forward. Warwick is going to go to power forward. And Kobe and Beal are going to stay the same. Not exactly what I wanted, even though he's a year older. I kind of like Underwood, but if this means getting the king, then it means getting the king. Hopefully we still win a chip this year. Glenn went on to win MVP, which is awesome. Good for Glenny. Big on him. And we're in the playoffs, obviously. Moncrief got injured, so Gorgie Dang ended up starting for 90% of the season for us. No comment, but he should be back for the playoffs. All right, so I think we're in the second round of the playoffs here. Beal is injured. He's out 1 to 2 weeks. So and with the trades we made, it's almost like a new-look team. Harvey, our draft pick, is now our starting point guard, but he's doing good. 84 rolls, not awful. Kobe Bean, obviously shooting guard. Pete Powell is now the small forward because we traded Underwood to try and get that draft pick for Kirsch, which didn't work out because we traded Underwood, and that team ended up being good because they now had Underwood. Didn't think about that. Warwick and then Moncrief, obviously the center that we had chosen to start going with last year or 2 years ago when we got rid of Drummond, which looks like a great call. Graves as the sixth man, who was another draft pick. The depth is obviously not great. The depth isn't great. But this is Game 7, so if I can win this game, remember I only played Game 7s, I think we still have a shot when Beal comes back. Okay, I had to come back from a 9-point deficit in the fourth. Honestly, I thought I was going to lose, but we won. Now we're in the conference finals, and the same situation again. We just lost to 5 and 6, so I'm going to have to play Game 7. They have a pretty good team, the Timberwolves, so we might lose. And I just realized the Hawks, who are already in the finals, their best player, 36-year-old or 37-year-old Michael Jordan, 96 overall, took the Hawks to the chip because I didn't re-sign him. So it might be Kobe versus MJ, who were just on the same team last year. So we'll see. Also, just a little fun fact. You see Wolf there, who I had for all of 3 seconds? He's like their second leading scorer behind John Wall. So that's kind of funny that we're meeting up with him. It's been like years. I think he was like the first draft, right? Our first draft pick? Or second pick, but in the first draft. MJ just shafted us. So 36-year-old MJ, who we could barely win a championship with last year with Kobe, is now just destroying us. He really doesn't have that much help either. I sent them Karan Townsend. Remember our backup center? So I'm glad it's working out for him. I can't play any of these games even though my back's up against the wall. If we get to 7, I can play it, but that's it. Well, Harden will be a free agent. Wow, we got swept. We only have a 4% shot, but it's better than nothing. We really shouldn't see ourselves. Well, right around now, we can probably see ourselves. Fuck. Okay, we're going to have to make a trade. He's going to go first overall, though, and they don't let you make a trade. I'm going to see if I can make a trade now, if that's even possible. Ray Allen is, hinting at retirement. No, Ray. Will trading Donald Underwood completely fuck the franchise and make me miss out on a championship forever? Will I somehow get the number 1 pick to get King? Will Ray Allen retire? Come back next week to find out.